Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video. And today back again at Grand Summoners. Today we're gonna be doing a Shuju summon for the part 2 of Kenshin, which are Hajime Saito and Makoto, if I'm not wrong, that's their name. But before we jump right into it, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And also, this banner that is coming out too, this other banner, which is, as you can see, is a really good banner, which is Saigalisa, Wargafen, and yay. So for new players, this banner, you should for sure do a 50 on it. And honestly, for older players that don't have any of these units, especially Saigalisa or Wargafen, like me, I don't have Wargafen, you can honestly go pity on them. This is a really good banner. This is probably one of the best banners that's ever been out right here, for sure. Like, if you're new, 100% do a bit of summons and see if we can get any of these units. Besides, of course, for this the part 1 of Kenshin. But this banner is really good, so you should definitely do. If you don't have any of them, do a few summons and see if you can get lucky, because this one is really good. And now for the part 2 of the banner, or I should say, in case you start with the characters. Now for Hajime Saito, his skill 2800 direct physical damage increases R gauge by 40. For his R 2700, or sorry, not 2000, 37,000 dark physical damage increases human units or status by 20% and 20% more for on self for 25 seconds. So he is a pseudo heater with his R, because it's like Box and OG Emperor is giving status, so pseudo heater. Now for his true R, 70,000 dark physical damage increases all eras R gauge by 30 and reduces enemy physical resistance by 100% for 25 seconds. So if you have a physical team, they're all gonna hit harder with this, and giving R gauge to everybody, which is stacks with any R gauge because that's instant R gauge. So he just has to have a specific type. And for his super art, 230,000 dark physical damage increases accuracies by 100% during super art, increases damage to enemy by 75% for 20 seconds and 75% more when Hajime Saito is not afflicted with any status enemy. So 150,000 more damage or to enemies he'll take from, at least for himself, which is a loss. So this guy is gonna be hitting hard, and any annoying bosses that you need accuracy, here this guy is. So this guy looks pretty good. But also his ability, he has dual boost, which is damage up 1% for every 100 of attack and defense. So this is the Oikazo buff. So for sure, for his press, you wanna give him attack up and defense up, so he can do more damage. And now for his own ability, Former Shinsengu Captain at 62 single on skill art gauge up. So with skill, the first time he uses should get 100 art gauge, which is a lot. And double single on super art damage and break power at the beginning of the battle. So this should be 460,000. I don't fully understand. I don't know if this is only the first time you use it that it gets this buff, like something like Tiger Seal. That's the only thing I'm confused about. So I'll have to check at least when he come out if it's just the first time, or it can be a few times. That's the only thing I'm confused. But yeah, this guy is gonna be hitting hella hard. But only thing like Tiger Seal, she has 100% defense, or this guy doesn't have that. He has 100% accuracy, and he has BE output for that unit's 10% up, which is something niche. It's nothing that crazy, but yeah, this guy is looking really good for sure. Now for this other guy, Makoto, for his skill, 2,800 fire physical damage, reduces enemy fire resistance by 30% for 8 seconds. For his R, 24,000 fire physical damage, reduces all allies damage from enemies with status item by 30% for 25 seconds. So some DR for them being status, and especially with this guy, he wants to burn them, which is, it could be it's again niche because you need to they need to be on status elements, and some bosses are just immune to it or have really high not immune but resistance, so it depends. Now for his true art, 60,000 fire physical damage, cost 25% of max HP, which is a lot, but increases damage to enemy by 150% for 25 seconds, and they'll go with his ability, you'll see pretty soon. But something like, think of this guy like a fire version of Dark Hearts. And for his super art, 180,000 fire physical damage, 100% chance of burning the enemy for 20 seconds, always burn on self for 60 seconds when HP is 50% or less, and increases fire units damage by 200% for 20 seconds. So this guy wants to be used in a fire team, on a mono fire team setup. Now for his ability, like here, Nation Taker, out-of-field fire units are gauged by 3 if my controller is the leader. This thing, 2 more, I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is a typo or what, but I don't know what that means, 2 more. But as you see, you for sure want to use this guy on a mono fire setup. Oop, I want to scroll too hard. Now here, the less HP, the more damage he does, a max of 300%. And then you can see this guy wants to be low health to do more damage. So again, something like Dark Heart, and damage 100% up when burning. So this guy with Shizu, they're gonna do pretty good damage. They look like a pretty good duo. This guy and Shizu together, it looks like a really fun comp. Like a mono fire with those two should be pretty fun, and they should hit pretty hard working together, especially if Shizu giving 200 something to fire resistance down for enemies. Yeah, that should be a pretty crazy combo. But yeah, should you summon, I will, like I always say, it is a crossover unit or crossover banner, so I will at the very least do the guarantee 5-star 50. But this guy is looking really good. Like the best, definitely one of the best units from this crossover. This guy and Kenshin for sure. So if you want to test your luck, you can do a few summons, but I would say for new players, at the very honestly, mostly use your gems on this banner. This banner is way better. And I know crossover units, you never know when they're gonna come back, and these are original characters from the game. But this, I would say, use most of your spend if you're a new player on this banner. See if you can get Sargon, Lisa, Wargofen, or Gay. They'll be really good for team. But at the very least, do a 50 here. And this is more for veteran players, for sure. This guy is gonna be a lot of fun, and this guy has some fun things that you can use. But yeah, that's what I would say. The very least, do a 50 to guarantee 5-star. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this character. You like them, you don't like them, or are you gonna be summoning for them or not? Or are you just gonna use your crystals or this other banner, this one, the Majestic Adventure Revival, which honestly I wouldn't blame you. But yeah, there should be some video on your screen. Go watch it, I'm sure you did it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.